All right, still in early warning weather alert mode with Isaias in less than 48 hours, bringing rain and wind to Connecticut. We'll have more on that in just a moment after, again, some severe weather that brought some isolated damage to eastern and northeastern Connecticut earlier, then, of course, a tornado in Litchfield County. Things are quiet right now. Early warning pinpoint Doppler, however, is picking up on a little downpour that's about to cross over the New York border into western Connecticut. It's a little bit closer inspection here with early warning pinpoint Doppler showing that rain is moving right in the direction of Route 7 there near Kent, and if that were to stay together, it's going to be making its way toward Warren. So again, no tornado watch in effect any longer. That was allowed to expire at 10. Any rain this evening should be very isolated in nature, and maybe a rumble or two of thunder, but that's basically it. The severe threat has diminished. So we've got temperatures here in the 11 o'clock hour that are quite warm, upper 70s to near 80 inland, and from 75 in Groton to 81 currently in New Haven. It's 80 in our capital city. And dew point values, if you've spent any time outdoors this evening, you know in the wake of a warm front, it is very, very humid, oppressively so, with values well into the mid 70s. So it's actually feeling hotter than it actually is with heat index values here in the 11 o'clock hour in the low and mid 80s. So our ICAM view from New Haven showing the clearing trend underway with the clouds there, and as well from Hartford, pretty good visibility with a temperature right at the 80-degree mark. So earlier today we had, again, some storms move through northeastern and north central Connecticut. Then we had that one lone storm that clipped northwestern Connecticut, producing a tornado there. And as we look westward, things are much, much quieter than they once were. So on the big picture, of course, we're tracking Isaias. I want to take you back and actually show you the wide view here as the storm is paralleling the east coast of Florida. It's about 50 miles, the center of the storm, that is, to the east of Cape Canaveral, Florida, and it is moving toward the north-northwest. So while it is going to move up the east coast, it's going to stay just offshore. It is forecast to make a landfall later on tomorrow and tomorrow night as we head from, say, South Carolina to North Carolina near the border there. And then before doing so, could reach hurricane strength. And then as it makes its way farther north, say by 8 o'clock Tuesday morning, heading toward the Delmarva Peninsula, then points thereafter as we head towards, say, Tuesday evening at 8 p.m. here in the vicinity of southern New England. So a storm track that will bring some wind and rain to us here in Connecticut. Here's the latest with FUTURECAST as we step you through the hours through the overnight time frame. Again, that storm to our west really diminishes, and then we'll see a mainly clear sky to start on Monday. Tomorrow is going to be a day with a lot of sunshine and also hot temperatures, 90 or better inland, mid and upper 80s along the shoreline. And then as we make our way through tomorrow evening, still going to be dry. For Tuesday, we'll see an increase in cloud cover, and as the day moves forward, conditions basically will be deteriorating. We're going to see periods of rain throughout the course of the day, but the main event comes on Tuesday night. There you can see the center of the circulation. This is on the latest run here, FUTURECAST at 7 p.m. Tuesday over northern New Jersey. So we're going to be tracking this as there could still be a shift in the track of the storm and how it plays out for us here in Connecticut. But what we're thinking now, of course, heavy rain could lead to a concern for flash flooding. There could be gusty wind, 45 to 55 miles an hour, that could produce the damage, but also isolated to scattered power outages. And then in tandem with the upcoming high tide cycles and the full moon, we've got coastal flooding concerns too along the Connecticut shoreline. As with any tropical system, when they start to move inland, they could spawn some isolated brief tornadoes. So that's something else we're going to be watching later Tuesday evening into Tuesday night. So with regard to rainfall totals on FUTURECAST, across Connecticut, the area where we could see the greatest amount of rain here within our state, 2 to 4 inches across the western part of the state. But notice this big swath of rain through the Hudson Valley of New York. That's where we could see 4 to 6 inches of rain with locally higher amounts. So that would be where the flood watches actually are already in effect for. No flood watches in Connecticut as of right now. So we're going to start on Monday with temps between 70 and 75. Tomorrow afternoon, upper 80s, if not low 90s inland, mid to upper 80s along the 95 corridor. So again, watching Isaias as we head Tuesday into early Wednesday. Wednesday afternoon, clearings underway, possibly a pop-up storm. Then Thursday's dry, Friday maybe an isolated late day storm. The upcoming weekend not looking bad, upper 80s both weekend days. Spot shower storm possible on Saturday, dry weather on tap for Sunday. Shoreline highs for the upcoming weekend, mid 80s both days.